We have already seen our G, C, G, and D seventh chords, and we did those one strum apiece. Then we took the G chord and we did short, long, short, long, and we did that several times. We did at different levels of speed. What's going to occur now is that we're going to use the short, long rhythm, and we're going to change from G to C to G to D seventh. On the D7 chord, you don't see any fret numbers on the 6th or 5th strings. When you actually play the short, long rhythm, it's okay to hit those strings. I would prefer that you play only the 4th and 3rd on the short down up, and then the last 4 on the long down up. But on the short strum, if you were to hit 6, 5, 4, 3, it's okay. It's going to work, especially when the tempo goes higher. Just needed to add that. Something new occurs to the upper left of the notes. You see these numbers here and these numbers, and we're going to end on 4. There's actually 8 measures this progression. We'll get to it. What we need to know is when to change. When you do the short, long rhythm, on the last long 4 and, on the and, the last long upstroke, you will change from your G to your C chord. You will enter on a short downstroke of 1. You'll go to the and of 1 with a short strum, complete the 4 beats. You will leave the C on the long upstroke of and you will change, enter the G again on a short downstroke of 1. Complete the 4 beats on the long and stroke, the upstroke here. You will leave the G and you will go to D7 and enter on a short downstroke of 1. That's when to change. Okay, there's no click on this. Make the G chord. This is excruciatingly slow, so I can enunciate when the exchange comes up. Here it comes. Start on a short down. The and is an upstroke. A long downstroke on 2. A long upstroke on the and of 2. A short downstroke on the 3. A short upstroke on the and of 3. A long downstroke on the 4 beat. A long upstroke on the and of 4. You change to the C chord, enter the C chord on the short downstroke of 1. You'll go to the and of 1 on a short up, enter a long downstroke on 2, a long upstroke of the and of 2, a short downstroke on 3, a short upstroke on the and of 3, a long downstroke on the 4 of C, and a long upstroke on the and of 4. Change back to the G chord, enter the new chord on a short downstroke of 1. On the and of 1 is a short upstroke. We enter a long downstroke on the 2. On the and of 2, we have a long upstroke. We enter the 3 beat on a short downstroke. The and of 3 is a short upstroke. The long downstroke on 4 and a long upstroke on the and of 4. We change from the G to the D7, enter the D7 on a short downstroke of 1, a short upstroke on the and of 1, a long downstroke on the number 2, a long upstroke on the and of 2, a short downstroke on 3, and a short upstroke on the and of 3, a long downstroke on the 4, and a long upstroke on the and of 4. Okay, very good.